Welcome everyone to the 38th Annual South Stetin Awards Gala. Tonight we are honoring two very inspirational women. We have Elizabeth Powell, the Secretary Treasurer of the American Postal Workers Union, APWU, who saved our democracy election this year. And we have Elise Bryant, the President of the Coalition of Labor Union Women, who continues to fight for equality. Thank you so much for agreeing to be our honorees this year. It's so meaningful to all of us. This is the year of the woman, and we are truly, truly happy to have you as our honorees. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, I warmly welcome you and thank you for all of your support. And right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to Shanice Renee Stout, who is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and I have my flag right here, and the Star-Spangled Banner. So Shanice, you're on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yay!
Way to go. Okay. Thank you so much. Shanice sings at all of our events, and we really, really appreciate her volunteering here at the museum.
Stop it.
Well, I know that you're preoccupied, Mike, but I'd like to introduce the president of the American Labor Museum, President Emeritus of the Office and Professional Employees International Union, Michael Goodwin. Hey, Pat Niven.
Well, thank you very much, Angelica, and good evening, everyone. Thank you, participants, for your participation in tonight's event and your support of the American Labor Museum. Each year, the museum honors outstanding activists who have contributed greatly to advance workers' rights in honor of the 20,000 heroic silk industry workers who were on strike for 6 months in 1913 in Paterson, New Jersey. And as Angelica mentioned, Elizabeth Powell, Secretary Treasurer of the Postal Workers Union, and Elise Bryant, President of the Coalition of Labor Union Women, are the epitome of the values held dear by those workers, values carried forward for these last 107 years, and we are very proud that they are doing that. We thank Elizabeth and Elise tonight by our participation in their honor, and congratulate them on being recognized as this year's recipients of the 2020 Sol Stetin Awards. All the best to them in continuing their life's work. Keep up the good work and do a good job. Great having you with us.
Thanks, Mike. And it's now my honor to introduce the Northeast Region Coordinator of the APWU, my new friend from yesterday, Tiffany Foster. Tiffany, your beautiful background.
Hi, Angelica. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor and a privilege to introduce one of the recipients of the Sol Stetin Award. When I read about the Sol Stetin Award and the awards, when I read about Sol Stetin and the award named in his honor, I quickly realized that Liz is the perfect person to receive this award because she exemplifies what this award represents. Liz has been the first woman to do a lot of things within the American Postal Workers Union. She was the first woman to become president of her local union and the first woman to hold multiple national level positions within APWU. Liz is one of the founders of POWER, and POWER stands for Post Office Women for Equal Rights. 30 years ago, in a predominantly male organization, Liz was the first and only female member of the APWU National Executive Board as the regional coordinator for the Northeast region, and I'm told she held her own with the men. After Liz, the Northeast region did not have another female coordinator until 2019, and I am glad to say and honored to be following in her footsteps as the current APW Northeast region coordinator. Liz is a glass ceiling breaker. She is an activist and a leader. She is a unifier, a peacemaker, a keeper of the peace, a connector, a trailblazer, a motivator, a teacher, and to most, she is affectionately known as Mama Liz or Auntie Liz. She's helped many of us keep calm and not stressed when things get tough. And one of her favorite sayings is, one day at a time and one foot in front of the other. And I'll tell you, that saying has helped me a lot because I repeat it to myself often when needed. Her other famous saying is, we don't have to put out someone else's light for our light to shine. True leaders elevate people. True leaders aren't afraid to share their gifts and knowledge. In the labor movement, we call each other brother and sister, and therefore we should treat each other like brothers and sisters, not just say it. I believe it is our responsibility and obligation as sisters and brothers to uplift one another and educate each other so that the movement continues. Liz does this within the APWU and outside of the APWU. Her institutional knowledge is unmatched. Her memory, no one can compete with. She remembers things I forgot yesterday. I think she's a walking encyclopedia of the APWU. Reaching back and pulling others up is what she does. Exposing her sisters and brothers to different experiences in this union walk is also what she does. Some people talk sisterhood and brotherhood, but Liz talks it and walks it. There are so many titles, adjectives, labels, so many words we can use to describe Liz, but she's more than the titles we place on her or the many awards and accolades she receives, which are too many to name. And I think it's safe to say that I'm not just speaking for myself, but also for many men and women in the movement, especially those within the APWU. When I say Liz has touched us, she inspires us. She has motivated many of us youngsters to get involved and move up within the ranks. We all look up to her. Liz has laid the groundwork for us. She's paved the way. The path has become accessible because of her. We don't face the many challenges and roadblocks that she faced coming up in the labor movement because she is one of those who did the hard work, so we don't have to. Liz is the embodiment of the labor movement. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the 2020 recipient, one of the 2020 recipients of the Soul Stetin Award, Elizabeth Liz Powell.
It make me cry. Mess up my makeup that I put on.
That was beautiful, Tiffany. And if you will allow me, Liz, I will read the award to you. The Sol Stetin Award is presented to Elizabeth Powell by the American Labor Museum, Botto House National Landmark on November the 18th, 2020, for her notable contributions which have improved the lives of working people and for her tireless dedication to just causes and policies. Congratulations from all of us here at the American Labor Museum and all of us here at the Gala. Mwah.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Giving honor to God and special recognition to the American Labor Museum, to Sol Stetin's family who have joined us this evening for this occasion, to his president, Michael Goodwin, whom I met when he was a member of the AFL-CIO Executive Council, to my friend Angelica, whom I've known for a few years, to my sister honoree, Sister Elise Bryant, president of, to all of you who have assembled here this evening, especially to my APW family, whom when we go together. As you can see, a lot of my sisters are here, but I have a brother, Lamont Brooks, who's also here with us. And I thank them all for that. A very special thank you to Tiffany. She is one of the shining stars within the American Postal Workers Union. And I thank her so much for that introduction. And I am so very proud of her. This evening, I'm deeply honored and blessed to be one of the recipients of the Sol Stetin Award. Brother Stetin, in case you didn't know, was an adamant unionist who waged a 17-year struggle, organizing struggle, with J.P. Stevens, which ended successfully in 1980, with the organizing of 3,500 workers at 12 textile mills. Out of that struggle was born the famous Norma Ray movie, which was based on the real life story of Crystal Lee Sutton, who refused to give up until the textile factory in North Carolina was unionized. And we all know Norma Ray. We all exemplified Norma Ray, and maybe someday we should get on those tables at one of our conventions and be Norma Ray. That would really shake them up, right?
Yeah.
Sisters and brothers and family and friends, there can be no doubt that it is the achievement of those who came before us that allow us to be here this evening. And as I stand on those shoulders, and those are my sisters and brothers in the labor movement, and I am honored. And I wish to thank the American Labor Museum on behalf of all my sisters and brothers in the labor movement, with special recognition to the APWU. Because you don't just honor me, you honor the fight for economic and social justice for all people. In closing, we have to continue to bond together to protect our legacy so that our children can have a future. And we have to continue to stand up for what we believe in and to believe in what we stand up for. Once again, I thank you. God bless you. And please continue to stay safe and well. Thank you all so very much.
Woo! That was beautiful, Liz. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Liz. Thank you.
Congratulations, Liz.
You inspire us
Thank you.
all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Grandpa's,
Wow, I tell you, this is such a wonderful evening. It really is. Our next speaker is the treasurer of the Greater New Jersey Coalition of Labor Union Women. Let's put our hands together and warmly welcome Karen Bellamy Lewis.
Yay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce my sister, Elise Bryant. While Elise's bio gives us a snippet of who she is, I can tell you quite simply that she is a cultural worker, activist with a passion for labor and the experience to back it up. I initially met Elise in 2002 while attending the then George Meany Center for Labor Studies, where she taught as a professor for 35 years. I distinctly remember her attire, colorful and Afrocentric, and I recall how regal she looked. I found her to be intriguing, although I knew nothing about her at the time. In 2017, our paths will cross again. The Coalition of Labor Union Women held its 19th biennial convention in Elise's hometown, Detroit, Michigan, where she was elected to serve as the 8th national president of CLU. I was simultaneously elected to serve on the National Officers Council as the vice president, which allowed me an opportunity to work directly with her. Once the officers were sworn in, a sister addressed Elise as Madam President. I remember that she refused the title, and her first directive to CLU was to call her Sister President. I quickly learned that sisterhood is an important part of who she is. Elise believes in the power of sisterhood, and as sisters in solidarity, we can accomplish anything. One of her first requests to the newly elected Officers Council was to help her come up with a catchy phrase that speaks to who we are as an organization. We brainstormed together and came up with the acronym SNAP, which stands for Sisters Not Afraid of Power. This quickly became a CLU mantra, and we apply it in almost everything that we do. Elise's creative abilities opens doors for change and inclusion. Her leadership style boosts emotions, motivation, and perception around issues that impact women and workers. She often says, sisters, we need to plan our work and work our plan. This statement exemplifies her work ethic. I would be remiss if I did not mention this important fact about Elise. She loves to sing, and she'll use vocals to communicate, educate, and to get others to participate. She is the founder and director of the DC Labor Chorus, which started in 1998. Elise believes that when we sing together, we are in harmony with one another in mind, body, and spirit. I am hopeful that she will give you just a little something tonight. In an ever-changing environment, her level of dedication and commitment to CLU and to the labor movement remains the same. Elise, we see you and we appreciate what you do. We also believe, as you do, in peace, love, and solidarity. Sisters and brothers, please welcome the Coalition of Labor Union Women's dynamic sister president, Elise A. Bryant.
Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful, Karen. You nailed it, girlfriend. Great job. And I'd like to read the award for Elise. The South Stetin Award presented to Elise A. Bryant by the American Labor Museum, Botto House National Landmark, November the 18th, 2020, for her notable contributions which have improved the lives of working women and for her tireless dedication to just policies and causes. Congratulations, Elise. Congratulations, Sister President.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, Brother Mike. And thank you for that beautiful introduction, Karen, my sister, Vice President of the Coalition of Labor Union Women. Snap! Sisters, brothers, siblings, comrades, family. I bring you greetings from the Coalition of Labor Union Women the Labor Heritage Foundation, and my local CWA Newspaper Guild Local 32035, who's meeting right now in the strategy planning session that I'm not at because I'm here, and I am thankful that I could be here. As Karen hinted, I do like to start with a song, and I have to tell you this. I got a call from Afnan Adams, our staff person of the Clue, who's been with us for about 6 months, and she texted me, she said, Karen said you're gonna introduce with a song. Is that true? And I said, she knows me. Of course I am. This is one by Kelly Eddington. We all come here strangers, but we leave here being friends. The chapter has been written and a new one soon begins. We're sisters and we're brothers, by our conscience we are led, standing tall connected by our common thread. And we are union, and we share that common thread. We are union in our hearts and in our heads. We are union, and we face the fight ahead. We are union, and we share that common thread.
Thank you.
Thank
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I thank the American Labor Museum Board and staff for the honor of this award and for preserving our common thread, the history of labor and working people. In the words of Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, it is important for all of us to appreciate where we come from and how that history has really shaped us in ways that we might not understand. No one understood the importance of history better than Saul Stetin. I met Saul at the Great Labor Arts Exchange many years ago. And Saul, like my brother Saul, I got my education in the labor movement. I grew up in the shadow of the Ford Rouge plant. My father was a member of UAW Local 600, and my ma cleaned home for the wealthy, scrubbed floors on her hands and knees, taught me to fight for what you believe in, and education holds the key. After I dropped out of college, after my mother died, I went to work as a clerical at the student bookstore, the University Cellar, which had been organized by Fred Chase under the Industrial Workers of the World. So my first union was the Wobblies. Without a college degree to my name, I was hired by the late, great High Kornblue, where I met my sister and treasurer of the Coalition Labor Union, Judy Beard. We were mentored by his wife, Joyce Kornblue, and I was led to direct a labor theater project. The Kornblues knew my work from my radical feminist theater company called Common Ground Theater Ensemble in Ann Arbor. They also knew Saul and talked often about Bottle House Museum and how important it is to preserve our stories. I learned labor history by teaching it. I thank all the participants in all the classes that I taught at the National Labor College, the George Meade Center, and the University of Michigan Labor Studies Center. I learned the power of telling our own stories through a labor theater project we called Workers' Lives, Worker Stories. The joy on the faces of our audiences and the repeated compliment of thank you for telling my story made our work easy and rewarding. Yesterday, we got a virtual tour of the American Labor Museum so we could see firsthand the work that is being done to tell our story so those who come behind us will know and understand that the common thread that runs between us and among us is not gone. It is not forgotten. In the words of the Terminator, I'll be back. Well, after the pandemic, of course. And I will bring a bunch of friends and family so that we can take in this labor of love, the American Labor Museum. We built this country with our labor, paid and unpaid, on the lands of the First Nations people. And the work of our ancestors will be here for the next generation to know and understand the power of our solidarity, and the glory of our lives. Thank you, American Labor Museum, for preserving our common thread. We are union, and we share that common thread. We are union in our hearts and in our heads. We are union, and we'll face the fight ahead. We are union, American Labor Museum, and you share that common thread.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, what a, thank you. That was, whoa. That really, that was very touching. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elise.
Yes, congratulations again.
Welcome.
Whew, amazing. It's so hard to follow those two wonderful acceptance speeches. Thank you. But if you will indulge me, I would like to thank some of our special people who helped make this possible. Our sponsors, the IBEW Local 827. Pat, you can clap for yourself if you want. You're
Thank
muted.
you.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
And the NJEA, I don't know if anyone, oh yeah, well, you know what, Howard Parrish, you can clap for the NJEA, you're here. Howard? And I'd like to thank our trustees, Mike Goodwin, Arnie Shep-Cohen, Tim Rudolph, Orlando Riley, Ann Toomey, Tom Kelly, Joe DeMark, and our Vice President Emeritus, Pat Niven from the CWA, who joined us tonight. And I want to remember two of our dear friends who were on our Board of Trustees and departed this year, Erwin Knack from the AFT and Pete Antonellis from the UAW. So thank you for all that you have done and continue to do for the museum. We also have our volunteers here today. Joe LaFalce and Mike Pecklers and John Mealy, who's there among all of you. John, are you still with us? Okay, maybe he left or he's muted. And our
Yes,
staff,
I'm here. Thank you, Angelica.
oh, John, good.
Yes.
John
Thank
is
you.
our volunteer carpenter, and he always comes and takes care of the things that we need to be done, and he won't take any money, and he's a member of the Teamsters Union and is working over in New York right now. So
Carpenter's
John,
Local 157.
Carpenters Local 157.
There's a
But
lot of
how did
locals here tonight, yes.
How did you get the Teamsters to become members? Didn't you get the Teamsters to sign up?
I had a few people that I had mentioned it to, and they went ahead and made some donations. So.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were a carpenter, but I didn't know the
Okay.
association with the. Okay, thank you,
Yes.
John.
Yeah,
Thank
because there's
you.
a lot of people on the jobs. We got Teamsters, plumbers, and everything on the site. So, thank you.
And Evelyn and Robert, could you just come into the screen? I'd like to introduce Robert Ledley, who you've been hearing from with this gala, and Evelyn, who's our office manager, and Evelyn Hershey, our education director. I don't know what we would do without either one of these two very, very wonderful
Congratulations.
people.
Angelica,
Yes.
don't forget the Labor Museum's personal telephone repairman, Andy Newman.
Oh, are you on, Andy? He's not on, right?
I'm here.
Where are you?
I'm in the top.
Hi, Andy.
You
Yes.
hurt my feelings there for a second.
I didn't see you, my darling.
I'm not going to remember. I'm not going to forget this. I'm going back to mute.
And also you do some gardening, and I think you even made some hot dogs for the parade last year.
Yes.
Yes.
Angelica,
So-
Steve Swetsky is here too from NJEA, by the way.
Oh, Steve, I'm so sorry. Steve, did you yell when I said you're,
I did.
said you're
I yelled that I was muted.
Oh,
Thank you. Good to be-
okay.
good to be
Well, I'm
here
going to give you
tonight.
another opportunity because I'm going down the list of all of the unions who purchased tickets to be here tonight. So If you hear your union, just shout out. So unmute yourselves, everybody, and get ready to give a cheer. The APWU. Blue.
That was Lamont.
The NJEA and HCEA. Woo! The IBEW. Woo!
IBW.
I'm an honorary member of IBEW, so I could cheer. And I'm also a member of the NJEA, so I can cheer for both. The ATU, I don't know if anyone's here from the ATU, but I know you purchased tickets. HPAE, and to me, Debbie, I know that we have some here. Oh, great. Thank you. Cigna, I don't know if you're able to be here. I know IFPTE. Oh, there you go, Karen. That's you again. Oh, there you are. Timothy Rudolph. Thank you. Timothy is our second vice president on our board of trustees. And sheet metal workers, I don't know if you're anybody from the sheet metal workers were able to make it. AFT.
25, yeah.
Who's Local 25?
This is Bennett. I'm their lawyer, so I get to.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go. AFT.
AFT. Darlene
Bob
and
Russo,
Bob.
there you go. Global Affinity Services. Isn't that you, Mike Goodwin? Okay, Benesis, Wex Health, David Tykulsker and Associates. And if my family and my friends are still on, come on, let me hear some cheers from you. There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Because without your support of this major fundraiser, we wouldn't be able to carry out the very important mission that we have here at the American Labor Museum, especially in today's society. The silent auction that we are still conducting, we have one more day. We will have the winners announced tomorrow evening. And if you haven't bid on anything and you need to do some shopping, it's biddingowl.com. We'll send you another link if you haven't received it. And right now, brothers and sisters, let's put our hands together to welcome Attorney at Law and Director of the New Jersey Industrial Union Council Solidarity Singers, Bennett Zarofsky.
Hope you can hear me. My picture's frozen, but I guess the music's going to come through. I'm especially honored to sing this in Elise Bryant's company, run the Labor Heritage Foundation and the Great Labor Arts Exchange many years, which has always strengthened our movement, especially folks like the Solidarity Singers. Sing with me, by the way, Solidarity Forever. When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. It would force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one. But the union makes us strong. Get out now. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. The union makes us strong. They have taken they never coiled to earth, but without our brain and muscle, not a single tail would turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Union makes us strong. Here's the moral. In our hands is placed the power greater than their home 44. Greater than the might of armies, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring the birth from the ashes of the old. For union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. The union makes us strong. Sing it one last time with your fists in the air. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Thank you, Bennett. Thank you, everybody, for singing. That was great. That was great.
Thank you very much. I usually ask you all to drive home safely.
Well, I want to wish everyone a very, very happy Thanksgiving and holiday season that's ahead of us. Please stay safe, stay healthy. I want to see you guys all next year. Maybe we'll continue with this with a hybrid gala, some online and some on site. But I can't thank you enough for being here. You really, really, really have touched my heart so deeply. And Elise, what you said, we didn't know one another, but now we are all friends. Brothers and sisters, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Family.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Liz and Elise.
Congratulations. Congrats, everybody.
Congratulations.
I need your song, Elise.
Remember the briefcase.
Where is that, Lisa?
The briefcase.
Hold it up.
Oh, that's Sal's briefcase, Jobs. Oh, Jobs with Justice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's great. And look at, he has the American Labor Museum sticker on the other side. I love that. That is so Sal.
Yep.
Oh my God. I can't leave you guys. You have to leave me.
Bye-bye.
We're down to 25. One person is waiting. Oh, don't even tell me. Oh no.
What happened?
One person is waiting.
We have somebody in the waiting room.
You might as well let him in now.
I think,
Oh, Alexis. Alexis from the HPAE. Oh, I feel so bad.
I'll call her, don't worry. She'll understand. Yeah, I'll call
Okay.
her.
You'll call her in?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm letting her in. She could at least see these beautiful faces. Alexis?
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Ann. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Should we start over?
Yes, we should start over.
Alexis, oh, I tell you, just from the smiles on our faces, I know that you can understand that we had a wonderful gala and we just finished singing Solidarity Forever. But I'm so happy that you did get to see some of the people who remain. We had about 45 people on and we were just going to close. But thank you for coming on anyway. I'm sure that you had so much going on that you just couldn't make it. We did start at about 7:45.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yep.
But I'd like to introduce you to our two honorees, Elizabeth Powell and Elise Bryant. Elise.
Hi, Alexis.
Okay, great.
Hi, congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you again.
Thanks
Bill?
again, Angelica.
Oh, wait a minute. There's my Bill. Wait, that's my son in the corner. Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Were you on the other
He's
screen? Because I thought you may have left.
No, he was there the whole time.
He was
I
there.
didn't see him. Oh, okay.
We
You're
see him.
muted. Yeah, you're muted.
Your grandson is next to him.
Great job. It was a great.
Oh, yeah, everybody did a great job, right, Bill?
Yeah, it was really
And
wonderful.
Sophia, speak your head in, Soph. And that's my granddaughter, Sophia, who was hanging upside down before.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they beautiful acceptance speeches, right, Bill? And introductions.
Wow.
You should know about those APWU people. We'll be on here all night, right? If we don't.
You got to shut us down.
Yes.
Yeah, you
can get a glass. I know Mike is popping the champagne, so we're gonna have a little champagne.
Yeah, even Lamont is still on here with us. So
This is your after party.
There you
yes,
go.
yes, yes.
Nice.
So nice being with you all. I'm going to go off. I have to run a meeting organizing for Democrats.
Lauren, thank you so much. And I always feel your grandfather's spirit when I'm with you. Thank you.
It's always so exciting to be with this group. I love being with you, and it's just very touching. And Saul would love to be here. And you met Lisa, who's here, and with her is Myra, who is Saul's daughter, who I guess maybe you introduced her before. Hi, Myra. Hi, Aunt Myra.
You wave again, Myra and Lisa, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And please send my love to Greg, okay?
Will do. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Historical
Lauren
post-
was very close.
year.
I'm sorry?
1960 for president.
Wow.
Give it to the museum.
All right.
I started as a 12-year-old for Kennedy. See that poster? Wow.
I remember.
Everybody, I'll be in touch, Elise.
Kennedy is our man. Nixon came from the garbage can. 12 years old. You're champion.
Good night, everybody. For AFT. Thank you.
Good night, Bob. Thank you.
Bye, Bob.
Thank you. Good night.
Yep. Oh, this is wonderful.
We're going one by one, slowly but surely.
Okay. It's nice to meet you. So Elizabeth came from APU.
APW.
Okay, Postal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, postal workers.
Congratulations.
To our honorees, Elise and Liz,
Oh, look,
thank you
she's got
so much.
champagne.
Got some pink champagne.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wow, that's delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that's a lot better than the tea I was just drinking.
Great job. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations.
Alexis,
Thank you,
we're those
Alexis.
postal workers who was instrumental in getting those ballots through the mail system.
All
We've become the
right.
talk of the lately.
You did the job. Congratulations. Job well done.
Yep.
All right, we're saying goodnight, everybody.
Okay,
Good
Lisa.
night.
Thank
Bye,
you. Good night,
everyone.
Myra.
And we'll auction some stuff off from the briefcase next year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Lisa.
Okay.
You take care. Great to see you.
Okay, you too.
Your granddaughter